A surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First pitch on its way. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a two-run homer down the line in right field, and a one-time magic number, 61 home runs on the season now, as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0. So as we check it out one more time, remember that for years 61 was the number to beat, and he's tied it right here. Now in the box, Lucius West, and they're runners at the corners now.
Baseman. We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
He's set, and the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 2-run. At the plate, Lucius West. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down, because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. A pause, and the 0-2. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out. Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A bouncer up the middle.
Move it.
One there. On to first, and they get the double play.
Leading off for the Nationals, the shortstop.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
1-1-1.
Ball to second. West from shallow right. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Lucius West will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a two-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. From the stretch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn two.
Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap.
You're here, on the back.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Now at the plate, Peter Alonso. He was a double play victim last time around. Reddick on third. West at second with one away. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far.
Pick up the ball right here on the
back.
On the back.
Play to the right side of the infield. A tag for one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. Ready for another shot now. Van Meta, a hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Making his way to the plate, Lucius West. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation. You could just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
8-3 is today's final. The New York Mets jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zach Wheeler earns his 8th victory of the season. Steven Strasburg couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. The winning pitcher is Zach Wheeler. His record is now 8.
Now from Citi Field in Flushing, New York, we welcome you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. The Mets look for their 7th straight victory next. James Paxton will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy pitched well in his last one, getting through 7 innings in his last start. We'll see if he can turn in another quality start.
3 out, 3 out, 3.
Next up from New York, Lucius West. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Lucius West.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to short. He's got it. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he'll dive back in. Now the 1-0. Looped out toward third, and this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have it back.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second. Looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Now a look and a throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back in there. The 1-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. Into the box, Van Meta. Two's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2.
On the bag, on the bag, on the bag.
Ground out to second. Reined in on the first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends.
Welcome back to Citi Field, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Mets this season. They enter the day near the top of the league in strikeouts, so this is a pitching staff that possesses a lot of dominant arms. One of them told me, the talent and pure stuff on this team is ridiculous. So as long as we're going after the hitters and commanding our pitches in the right spots, we'll have a lot of success. Most of the time that's the case, and that's because we trust in our ability.
Now to the plate, Lucius West.
Number 2. Second baseman, Lucius West.
The pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. The throw into second. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2. Up next from Miami, Jesus Sanchez.
Number 7, Jesus Sanchez.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Lucius West. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
West.
First delivery to him on the way. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Super play right there from the shortstop. Talk about showing off those hops. This was destined to be a base hit into the outfield. Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Today, a matchup of division rivals at opposite ends of the standings between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well. And after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at. So you can say, hey, he's going to hold calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit. So there's a lot of positives going on right now.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. So striding in, Jacob deGrom, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Here comes the right fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first down.
Hold it here.
A tag, and they got him at second base to turn a double play. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Gio Urshela. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Even though a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Stepping into the box, Lucius West. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
First pitch on its way. Hit in the air to center field. Under it is the center fielder. 1 down. Now at the plate, number 51. A hit in 2 tries so far. Tehran into his motion with the payoff pitch. Drilled to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Ready now for the Marlins, number 30. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Ready now, Lucius West. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The relay throw. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double. Now at the plate, Christian Villanueva
Now
comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Villanueva.
Runners on his way to third. He swings and misses. Throw down. The tag, and he is out at third base. It's a double play. Into the box now Lucius West, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter what side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Coming to the plate now Christian Villanueva. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
And he lays off ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 7-4 contest.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
The left fielder, number 23.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. His career numbers with Adam Conley. He's 1 for 2. Runner goes for third, and he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. This is line to left. Sanchez is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by in once again. Jesus Sanchez. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he'll stay with it long enough to get the out at first. But meanwhile, the runners move up to second. Settling in now number 33. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Hit ball to second. He's right there. And he is in there. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here. Into the box now, Lucius West. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. He's set. Here it comes. Hard on the ground. That's through into left field for a base hit. The relay. And he is out at second base. And, partner, that's going to do it for this one. 7-4 the final finish today. The Marlins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Elieser Hernandez with his 4th win this season. Jacob deGrom couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. Ryan Stanek. MLB's coverage of baseball on the show brings us to the home of the Braves, SunTrust Park. We've got an NL East contest tonight between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Mike Soroka gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low threes. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low threes, and this...
In now, Lucius West. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
Hey, not a bad year for a second baseman. There's some really good two-sackers out there, but second basemen aren't typically where you expect to have.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 62 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly.
Next for the Mets, Lucius West. He hit a two-run jack in his first at-bat.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field. And that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game as this lead got even wider.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big.
And the next in is Johan Camargo, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 0-1 pitch. Straight back. Syndergaard, or Thor as he's often known. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season. Stepping in for the Braves, Alex Jackson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Riley on second. Camargo at first, one gone. Taylor made to short, 6. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One hit, one left. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Mets lead it 13-0. Ready once again, Lucius West. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! So a two-run shot to left center, his third home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Johan Camargo, a base hit in his first trip. 4 runs here in this half inning. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Lucius West will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Here comes the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right. Inciarte is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Mets are out on top, 20-4. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He carries a batting average of .389. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home. Liner in there for a base hit.
Eat it. No runner, no runner.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row as a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
The 3-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game. And boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Digging in to try it again, Johan Camargo. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway.
Camargo.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1-1-1.
Down that swung on and sent to second base. And there's one down now. Now the guy everyone is anxious to see stepping in, Lucius West. And he's got a very real opportunity at making some history here. Here's the first pitch to him. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Albies brings it in. And there's out number 2. Digging in the switch hitter, Lucius West. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Hey, there's a case of a jam sandwich right there. Not that bad of a pitch, but he's able to just be strong enough to loop that one into left field.
Dan, sometimes a jam sandwich tastes much better than a rocket right at somebody.
So here now's the pitcher, Jacob Barnes. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Barnes.
Hit on the ground out to short. Swanson scoops it up. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. The next to bat for Atlanta, Johan Camargo, head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. He's just 2 for 9.
Camargo.
The 1-1 home.
1-1-1.
On the ground towards second. On to first, and that means the Braves are now down to their final out.
Up next for Atlanta, The shortstop, ready.
Final strike for the
Galvin.
Braves. Hit out towards second. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2, D-Roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
20-8 tonight. The New York Mets were on fire with the bats and ended up with 19 hits total. Noah Syndergaard earns win number 7 on the season. Mike Soroka was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody. Getting set for baseball under the lights just outside of Atlanta at SunTrust Park. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Hyunjin Ryu, the Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. Together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that can hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Digging in, Lucius West. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
Boy, and also right up among the leaders in home runs and RBIs. This guy's having an epic season, and he has an outside shot to win the Triple Crown.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Throw into second. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with one away.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, D-Roll. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Swing and a looper to left. Duvall coming on. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
Got a way to hit the ball right there. Good job.
A lot of traffic hitting a base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
The pitcher, Zach Wheeler, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. And a double steal try
on the
here.
back, find the ball,
reach for it there as this is grounded to short. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends. Stepping in, Alex Jackson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Alex Jackson.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Two.
Hit not all that hard out to second. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Ready for another chance. Lucius West. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 65 for him here. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
Lucius West will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. This one is launched. Look at this. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Digging in, Lucius West. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. And that's the first out of the inning. The final score tonight. Braves put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Luke Jackson earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Steve Cishek records the save, his 6th. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time. Witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
It wasn't a huge offensive day for him. He only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count.
From the new home of the Atlanta Braves. Stepping up to the plate, Lucius West, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter which side the plate of this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed and swinging from the right.
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Oh, boy, I would have seen the bat. You smoked that thing.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Christian Villanueva.
Runner goes for second. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Riley is after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Striding in, Tomas Nido. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away.
Tomas.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put. Coming to the plate now, Freddie Galvis.
The second baseman, Freddie Galvis.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Rounded to third. And that is going to be a base hit that chases home our first run as the Braves take a 1-0 lead.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in.
7.
He found his way over to third via a
Dansby.
triple in his first at-bat. Hard hit ball to second. West gloves it. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Digging in, Eric Thames. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch it. It's swung on and grounded to second. West comes up with. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More to come on MLB Network Sunday. Standing in, Lucius West. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Lucius West.
Here comes the first pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Looking up Acuna. And it's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Big number 67 on the year. And the Mets have come back to tie this one at 2.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next, former San Francisco minor league property Adam Duvall.
Duvall.
Hit ball to second. To his left, West. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Ready to take his hacks again, Lucius West, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into his wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
So stepping in, Adam Duvall. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Adam Duvall.
It's to third. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now batting, Lucius West. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Here comes the first pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Man, talk about having a good game. Like most guys, this would be a good week. Fourth hit of the game, and 2 of those D-Rose round trippers.
Yeah, he's going to have a smile on his face for a while here, Dan. These are special nights. You have to enjoy.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Austin Riley. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, pitcher to try and get the same result as his last. This play is in order.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Mets bullpen able to.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
7-4 the final finish today. Atlanta used a nice 5th inning to take. From one of the best ballparks you'll find in the sport, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the New York Mets and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Lucius West will try to write his name in history books and break the single-season home run record. Next. Joe Musgrove will be on the mound for the Buccos. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know.
Stepping up now, Lucius West. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
West.
He's set and the pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Marte going back. And this one is gone. A home run.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Colin Moran. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest.
Lots of baseball left in this. Still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up.
Ready to take his hacks again, Lucius West, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Liner toward right center. And he will make the play. 2 away now. The pitcher, Joe Musgrove, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. A bunt attempt here. To second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop.
Up next for the Buccos, Josh Bell. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. It out towards second. Right to him. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Digging in once again, Lucius West, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter what side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed and swinging from the right side.
And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. He's got it. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Pirates nothing. Stepping in, Adam Frazier. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Frazier.
The 1-2.
1-1-1.
Via drag bunt, he gets it down. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We're through 6 full. The Mets lead this one 5-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Lucius West. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Elias.
Back to the mound and off his leg. But the recovery will get an out on the play as they do get the force at second, so put runners on the corners, but that could have been a whole lot worse. And time now to see Josh Bell the next to hit. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Josh Bell.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. West. Right. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Mets 7 and the Pirates 2. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Colin Moran. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we later innings down by a bundle. It's time to get hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Lucius West. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Now a ball hit to center field and deep. Back goes the center fielder way back, and that ball is gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His second home run of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anymore.
Hey, a nice win for them all around, and an even better way to start things off on the first day of summer when every team looks ready to get on a roll.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The New York Mets, with their 50th team win, tops in the division. Marcus Stroman gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on MLB The Show.
For the victorious, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes.
Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, we're inside beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the New York Mets and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Who's going to win this showdown between these two? Find out next. Number 67 gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he's struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around and turn around in a big way.
The shortstop,
The 1-2
Cole Tucker.
is put in play to the right side of the infield. And that's the second out. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
So striding forward now, Lucius West. He's been a factor in the series with 5 RBIs on 3 hits. Here it comes. Liner toward right center.
Find it.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground.
Standing in, Brian Reynolds, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Reynolds.
1-1.
The inning is it sent out to second. West. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We'll move to the standing in now with runners in scoring position, Lucius West, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch on its way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Marte is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out.
We're back now as the Pirates line up readies for their 3rd turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had their issues on offense. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress.
Striding into the box, Adam Frazier.
The second baseman, Adam Frazier.
Him there as this is rolled out to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the run will score as the Pirates are on the board first. It's 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lucius West. And their runners at the corners now.
West.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up onto second for the force out, and the side is retired. At the plate, number 51. Third trip to the plate for him here toward 0 for 2 at this point. Toward the hole. And there's his first base hit in this one. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Lucius West. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only one. Here comes the first pitch. Here's his swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. Two-run shot to straightaway center. He creeps closer now. His 71st on the season as we are all tied at 5.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Sheep.
Elias Diaz the next to hit.
Now batting,
he's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Diaz.
On the ground out to second. West right there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this down in order go the at the plate. Lucius West. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Now the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Flip of his glove for 1. Was looking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one.
And welcome to the home of the Buccos. So digging in now, Lucius West with 10 runs batted in on 5 hits in the series. He's a guy to keep an eye on in this one. From the stretch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, this is a big one.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And that'll bring up the catcher, Elias Diaz. Liner to the left side. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the end. Now at the plate, Lucius West. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning. The relay thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And now he'll try and scurry back to first, but stepping into the box, Lucius West. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's late. He's safe. If that was anybody else running down the line, he'd have had him. Digging in now, Christian Villanueva.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Dig. There's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Kevin Newman. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the this point in the game, you know you're doing something right. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
One there, on to first, but not in. So coming to the plate, Lucius West. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Number 51 is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The New York Mets rode an important sixth inning to victory in this one. Zach Wheeler.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. We've got an NL East contest tonight between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. The Nats have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Zach Wheeler is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What do we need to know here, Danny?
He's out. Out. 3. Shut up. Out. He's out. Out. Shut up. 3. 4. Take the base.
At the plate, Lucius West. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting a lineup.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line hard to the left side, but foul. Here comes the 0-1. A line shot to third base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the one out. Striding in now for the Nats, Darrell Eastman, 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and starting out the inning, the exciting speedster Trey Turner. Towards second. West takes it in. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Now at the plate, Lucius West. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
West.
From the belt, the pitch. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. Lucius West is the new single-season home run king. One of the greatest records in baseball history has been toppled by one of the best offensive seasons anyone will ever see.
Oh, man, and you have to wonder what is going through his head right now. No matter what happens the rest of his career, he's going to be immortalized for what he's accomplished this year. It's hard to say much else. Sometimes you just have to soak up the moment.
Digging in and looking for more, Lucius West.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
3-0, here it is. And a fastball misses there, ball 4. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Zach Wheeler, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. West at second, Meta at first, 2 out in the inning. Hit
way to go, you're here, you're here.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Now in the box, Lucius West. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Soto makes the play, 1 away. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. New York took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Zach Wheeler gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Patrick Corbin was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets. 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base.